Good day, everyone. Today is 2:17 p.m., 17 January, Wednesday. We have a disclosure here. A little chop market today, and a lot of trades has not closed yet. And the amazing, the YM today, has not closed yet. Most of the Nasdaq has closed, but then the YM and the ES, they still going up. For the traders, they try and manually reverse the market today. They miscalculated. The trend is extremely strong, and the market is keep climbing and climbing. We have not closed a lot of position yet. As you see from the controller, there is still a lot of opening position. Excuse me. And they're all of them over 1,000. If we look at the YM, the 244 ticks, we had the trade around 12.12. On the last trade on the YM 288 ticks is around 12.15. And then we have 11.45. You can see all of them in around this area, all of them around that hour. And now there is an $1,800 on the 5 minutes. Folks, things never can go wrong with 1 minute, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes. If you have a good system, the 1 minute, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes can identify the really true trend. Of course, ticks are nice, and the range are nice, and the rest is garbage. The first priority for me personally is the 1 minute, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes. And if you want to trade manually, you have to put the chart for 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and 15 minutes to identify the trend. If you want to trade manually for whatever system you have. Then my favorite ones, the second one, are the ticks, and then the range, which a lot of traders that like the range because you can gain 1 tick on the entry. That's very fine, but my priority is minutes. And that's why you don't see too many auto trades on 1 minute, because they fail. Anyway, the YM 3 minutes, we had the trade around 10.24. As you notice, the YM, all of them around 1 hour. Within that hour, the breakout has happened. If we're looking at the ES, also around 11.05, we still on one trade on the ES. And this is really amazing. If you think how much your broker charging you for 2 YM, is it $300, $500, $600, $700 for 2 YM? Okay, $600 for 2 YM. The risk, the reward is amazing. If this market moving, you will be catching the trend. As we said yesterday, if this market moving, we are making money. If this market not moving, welcome to trading. There is nothing we can do to make this market move because you have no inventory. We cannot move the market. We just basically renting the YM and then giving it back at the end of the day. So we have no inventory to move that market. With the respect to any auto trade, even ours or somebody else auto trade, by having an auto trade does not mean you are moving the market. You know, so if this market moving, we're making it. If this market is not moving, you cannot blame anyone but the market because it's not moving. So on that trade here, on the how much it costs 1 contract or 2 contract on the ES by your broker? 600. This is 1 trade, and we still climbing on that 1 trade, and that trade was 11.5. It's a very simple how you can close position. I will show you. It is very easy to close a position. If we take the DAX or any given market, if you are happy for the result and you don't want to go back to trading, you can click close, and then the market close right there. You're just 1 click away and you can close the auto trade. Now, if you started your auto trade at 9 or 9:30 and you hit the target on the first trade and you see this market is moving and there is a lot more beef in the market, this is a decision you need to make. Then you can right click and then reset. You just say yes, and then your auto trade start all over again and with the same setting. So it's a very simple way to trade with the auto trade. No optimization, no target optimization, no stop loss optimization. You just get it out of the box, put it on, turn it on, run it on a sim until you get used to it, and then you decide whenever you feel comfortable to start going live with it. The second trade is, again, 5 minutes, 3 minutes. Let's look at the 3 minutes. We have the entry at 10:30. Beautiful. And now we are still on that trade. And then we have the 3 range. Even the 3 range has not closed. And this is a very tight chart. We had a small trade here, and then we have an entry. Look, even the 3 range around 11:26, we took that trade, and we still climbing on that trade. And then we have the 5 range also. We are on a 1300, and it is 11:49. Now, what is the difference between a swing trading and a scalping? On the swing trading, we are using a market order. And the reason we can use a market order, we can afford one slippage, one ticket slippage. We can afford that. And this is a market order where you can do the swing on a limited order. Also, you have the option, a limited order or a market order. But what you're looking at is a market order. I don't care about this one tick slippage. If we are looking at this, also, this is a NinjaTrader connection. On the scalper, because they are such a small trades, by the time you have, let's say, if this market going, you get in one tick slippage on the way in, plus commission, plus on the way out one slippage. A scalper means you are going in on a small trade, where the swing trading, you're taking a big trade and you stay with the trend. So on the scalper, you can use, I'm using a limited order. Sometimes you're gonna be missing some of the trades on a limited order. Those trades you're gonna be missing, they could be good trade or they could be a bad trade, doesn't matter. But for a scalping, I prefer market order, because scalping require a little calm movement. It does not need a very fast moving market. To not take any chances, the best offer for you is to use a limited order, but also you have the option, you have 3 different options. You can use a market order, limited order, or on the high of the bar, load the bar, or on the stop, close the bar. So this is the scalper. Also, we can see the YM did extremely well on the scalping, and we had a really brutal day on the NASDAQ on the A scalper, but doesn't matter. But the rest are doing extremely fine. Also on the B scalper, we nailed. Also on the B scalper, we can see the NASDAQ took a little beat, but the YM did extremely well. We had on the YM 2300, on the YM 2500, not much on the A scalper, and then we have 3400 on the YM with the A scalper. So if we looking at the bigger picture, we can see the NASDAQ took a beat on the A scalper 1 minute, and the NASDAQ, the B scalper 150 ticks, but the rest did extremely well. So we cannot blame the auto trade. We cannot blame the way the market is moving and the name of that strategy you are using, because every strategy have different math, and maybe sometimes your math does not match today's trade, and that is very normal. So this is all what we have today. So on the swing trading, we can use a market order because we can afford that, and on the scalper, I strongly advise to use a limited order because they are such a small trades in and out. An average on an A scalper or a B scalper is somewhere between $90 to $100. So if we have a slippage in and out plus commission, that is going to take a lot of chunk out of it. Where if we are trading the swing trading and we have sacrificed one extra tick for slippage, that it is very affordable, because on the swing trading you're actually not in and out of the market. On the swing trading, we probably, if this market is a chop when we start, or if it's a very slow, might take 2-3 trades until we can catch a trend, and then this is a less trade, this is a less commission, this is a less slippage. Where on the scalper, you are in and out of the market constantly, and that if one trade you lost 2 slippage, let's say $24, with let's say altogether $30 on the way in and the way out and the commission, let's say we are losing $25 between commission and slippage on every trade. On 10 trades, this is $250, and that it is a lot of money. Where on the swing trading, we can afford that slippage, and that's why you need to figure out which direction you want to take. On the swing trading, you will be taking a lot of trades, if this market is trending, you will be getting a lot of bread in it. Where, let's say, if this market around the Christmas or around the summer or overnight or around the Globex, when the market is a bit slow or a little bit flat, it will be an idea also to scalp. So it is nothing is waste in the market. The more tools you have, the more you are a prepared soldier to the trading, because you cannot just say one stick is gonna fit, or one size of shoe is gonna fit everything. This is impossible, because you have the ES is moving differently than the NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ is moving differently than the YM. So there is nothing one size is gonna get you. So it is very important during the time when you learn what is a scalping and a swing trading. By looking at the market in the morning, you can identify if you wanted to swing trade this market today, or you want to scalp the market. And if you don't want to think about it, then you're not going to get anywhere in this business, because you cannot simply put it all on the auto trade and tell him, go ahead and make me money. It's not a donkey is going to go get you money. We still need to look at this market to examine how this market is moving before we decide to invest money in today or not. And that it is very important. A lot of unprofessional traders, amateur trading, they think, turn on the auto trade and this is it. It's not his problem anymore. If this attitude, you're going to be winding up buying a lot of auto trades, and you're not going to get anywhere. Honest to God, is wasting time. At least we need to look at the market, and the simplest way to do it is to run the sim for 10-15 minutes or half an hour to see how this market is running, and then decide it if you wanted to trade today or not, or maybe you want to wait another half an hour before you can trade. Folks, that's all what we have for today. God bless you all, and see you another day. Bye for now.